you have in your mind and you are going to describe, and your reader are going to be read. Getting it? One thing more, students. Sometimes students use long sentences to create affection in order to the reader feel, I am so scholar, I am so intelligent because my writing style is so tough. This is wrong. This time you are absolutely wrong. You know, your long sentences has abruptness, ambiguity, and the style of expression of your writing is so rough because reader don't understand what you have written. He says, sometimes एक की टांग पकड़ ली, एक का बाजू पकड़ लिया, एक का सर पकड़ लिया, तो इस तरह से सेंटेंस बनाए, कोमा पे कोमा डालते चले गए और सेंटेंस जो है वो क्रिएट करते गए. It creates tediousness, or reader is unable to understand what you are saying. Your sentence structure should be strong according to grammatically, and your words should be smooth, concise, precise. You should use connotative words, denotative words according to content, according to context. There are circumstances in which the request or recommendations has to be rejected. In such an event, while preparing draft for such a case, great care of required to be exercised, or to see that the language used must not at all appear to be offensive or addressing. In a word, the draft should be couched in a polite. Now, we will discuss about the main points of the drafting. Yes, draft should be written, preferably typed in double space on both sides of the paper. A sufficiently wide margin should be left for corrections and additions. You know, when you prepare your assignments and you make your proposal and assignment, this is necessary. Type in double space. Double space is necessary, and you should keep the margin with both sides of your paper. All drafts should bear the relevant files numbers and subjects, the reference number of the addressee. These things should be present in your draft. A draft should show clearly enclosures which are to accompany the fair copy. The number of enclosures should also be indicated at the end of the draft of the left hand corner of the page. You know about enclosure? All things which you are going to attach with this draft should be present on the left hand of your draft page. Fundamentals of drafting. Writing of a communication means talking across its distance by means of written words. First, the writer should realize there is someone at the other end who will receive the communication and read it and be pleased, interested, bored, disgusted, worried, or annoyed by its contents. One should write after careful thinking over the subject matter, otherwise a rambling and murdered communication will be the result. Clear thought is therefore essential for clear expression of After this, your reader inspire of your writing. Long and complex communication. Long and complex communication not only waste the time of the reader but also annoy him. A straightforward letter written in simple language has the best chance of securing full attention and action. In the same way, your assignments, your articles, your thesis, if you write down in simple language, and you will get the best chance of securing full attention of your teacher, of your supervisor. Getting it? Okay. After completing the draft, you should read the matter carefully, and you should know and collect the facts. You should revise the documents, and you should underline the facts on which you have discussed and the questions which have present in your mind. In the presence of these questions, you should review your draft in order to no any one question remain unanswered. Ensure that the language is correct, sentence structure is correct, sentences are smooth, cohesion and coherence is present in your writing style, among your sentences. It should properly be referenced and flagged. And your file, your draft which you have written is in a good condition. Now we will discuss about the draft of thesis, how we make the thesis draft. A thesis statement presents the main idea of piece of writing. Thesis statement points you in a specific direction, helping you to stay or track out the tempting byways. In addition, it tells your reader what to expect. Thesis statement can emerge at several points in writing process. Usually though, it emerges after you've gathered, examined your supporting information. As you examine your information, search for the central point and the key points that back it up. Use these of to develop your thesis statement. And these things are very necessary for writing a good statement. You should focus on the just central point or issue, and you should keep in your mind the scope of the issue of the length of the paper further provides the accurate forecast of what's to come. This precise, often viewing and organization of paper. And when you have these things in your mind, after this you should start your drafting. Now, if you want to write down a draft, the first draft, the writing should go rather quickly. After all, you have a topic you are qualified to write about, a thesis statement that indicates your purpose, enough information to develop, and the written plan of follow. And written plan. You should stick your thesis statement, flexible notes, and written plan in front of you. They will start your thinking. From here, you started your thinking. You start making ideas which are related to your topic, your statement of thesis in your mind. Write quickly, capture the drift of your thoughts. Concentrate on content and organization. Get your main points and spotting detail on paper in right sequence. Don't overwork or decorate your writing too much. You might end up losing your train of thoughts. Take breaks at logical dividing points. For example, when you are going to finish your topic, you should stay for a while and you should think about it, whether the important point have you missed or not, and rewrite your thesis statement at the top of your first page and rewrite your statement at the top of your first page to break the ice and build momentum. Write your first paragraph introducing your essay and stating your thesis. If you get stuck here, leave some room and move on the rest of paper. Follow your plan which you have in your mind and you are going to write down. Begin with your first main point and work on each section in turn by turn in the form of paragraphs. When you move from one paragraph to next, try to provide traditional words or sentences that connects each paragraph. The one paragraph is connected to other paragraph. The main topic, the thesis statement, which you have mentioned at the top of your paper, should be the idea of this main statement should be present in all paragraphs which you are going to write down. All paragraphs should be revolved around the main thesis topic. If you get stuck, set your conclusion aside the return of it after you quickly reread both your notes and your essay. This is very necessary for writing a thesis statement or article or essay. Getting it? Now students, we will discuss about the digital drafting and its impact in our atmosphere on our environment. You know, digital drafting, G students, you are BSCS students, you know better than me. डिजिटल ड्राफ्टिंग क्या होता है बेटा? क्या बुला है ये? Yes students, you know about the digital drafting. What is digital drafting? You know, digital drafting is when a drawing is created using graphics software instead of using a pencil or paper. It's called digital drafting. Digital artists draw with a table or a computer along with device such as mouse or stylus, etc. CAD is involved in digital drafting. You know, computer aided design technology is the biggest breakthrough when it comes to enhancement of manual drafting process. Today, computer aids designs are in extremely high demand in architecture, engineering and construction industry due to richness and accuracy in their contents. Fact, CAD drawing are treated as the main source conveying design intent to building stakeholder before the advancement or evolution of CAD technology. Paper and pencils were only tools that were available to AEC professional for developing drawing or sketches. The conventional drafting process was quite iterative, which used to demand a lot of time. CAD drafting reflects a paradigm shift when it comes to the method and techniques applied in development of drawing. Safe documents is the biggest advantage of CAD drafting, as we don't have to save the drawing in folder anymore, which had lot of chance of misplacing. However, drawing easily used to be misplaced in manual drafting. Computer aided design or CAD drawing can be easily saved in computers and can be assessed by design and construction professional at the point of time. When the support of internet, the drawing can be easily communicated, or moreover want them. Today CAD drawing used by all the stakeholders or understanding design technicalities as they can be communicated swiftly. You know, papers are not used. In drawing development, digital drafting is considered as an environmental friendly process, be it manual drafting or digital drafting. Corrections are the important part of drafting process, but manual drafting, their implementation was quite difficult, as architecture, engineering and so on to raise, draw parts and drawing many times before it could actually be used them. On the other hand, CAD drafting has greatly simplified revision process and the powerful tool in AutoCAD which help the implement change fast. This time we have discussed about the CAD drafting. Now next time we will discuss about the digital drafting impact on environment.